Best of what? I'll just ask best of what, and then we can get started here, because I imagine it'll be 5 or 7. So we don't want to waste too much time. As you want, says Alpha. Alright, Scrub's got the call for the best of series. 7, says Scrub, question mark. We'll wait and see what Alpha says. Alright, Alpha says doesn't know if he has time for... Alright. Aye, 5 it is. Yeah, 5 seems... Yeah, 5 seems like a long enough series to determine who's better today. Who's better right now, as we speak. In the standings, Alpha and Scrub have just swapped places because Alpha was further down the standings and Scrub was, I think, 3rd or 4th or something like that. And Alpha has just been farming Scrub and going ballistic on his stream. And then he hit me up and said, let me showmatch this man right now. I want to showmatch Alpha. Because in show matches, Scrub has more confidence. This is his proving grounds. This is where he belongs. And he thinks that he's going to take down Alpha when it matters in a series. But apparently, you know, Scrub's words to me, verbatim, well, obviously he typed it to me, was, let me show match him. I can't beat him in ranked. Smiley face. So he's admitted, or at least he feels right now, that he can't beat him in ranked. But he'll be able to take it down in a show match easily. We will see, though. This is going to be a tough finish for Scrub. The net is open, but he's got to wait a long time, and he does wait a long time for it to fall into place. I'm going to have a look at what Scrub did here. Did he have a look around the field? No, he didn't check to see where Alpha was. He was just playing that one by ear. He figured out that Alpha was way out the game from how low boost he had when he challenged wildly. 2-0 from the kickoff is going to be Scrub's starting position in Game 1. So a good start to the show match. It's a good start to the series for Scrub, who called this one out. He wanted this, and if he loses this, he'll feel really bad, because I don't think Scrub has he ever asked for a show match and lost? I'm trying to remember. I've obviously casted so many series of Scrubs, and some of them have been his request. Oh my goodness, hold that thought. Bar down and in is the destination of this ceiling shot. Check this out. What a bullet from Scrub. That is insane. He's absolutely peached it. And no doubt he's screaming Rocket Dailies on his stream. And Alpha is probably wondering, what has happened? Where did this come from? Where has this man been hiding in ranked? 4-0. Scrub is off to an absolute blazing start. He couldn't get a better start if he wanted to. Honestly, I don't think he could ever have hoped for a start this good. Everything he's doing is working. Everything Alpha is doing on the kickoff is not working. The things to watch out for, of course, because obviously there's a long time left in 1v1. Just as important as the score is the clock. And with the clock having this long left on it, Alpha has, of course, got what it takes to bring this one back. He is, of course, more used to the ranked environment. He's not going to be used to this sort of show match series environment. And, you know, Game 1, often going to be nervous in a series for anybody, even the most experienced veterans, never mind somebody in their on-stream debut. However, he has just been playing against Scrub on Scrub's stream in ranked, so you'd think that that would prepare him for this, at least a little bit. And I've seen these guys match up a fair bit. I saw them a couple of times earlier today playing against each other, and I've seen them playing against each other in the past, all on Scrub's stream, all in ranked. And usually Scrub has the upper hand in terms of pressure. Where Alpha has the upper hand, I think, is with flicks. His flicks are really, really good. So that's something to watch out for. Something that is pretty much synonymous with all of the new, like, up-and-coming 1v1 players is they all have phenomenal ball control and flicking ability. So that's where Alpha, I think, will get a lot of his goals from. He's really good at baiting Scrub into 50-50s as well. Scrub gets really frustrated when Alpha just forces the ball really low under him. I mean, it's a pretty frustrating way to lose a goal. Oh my goodness, the Scrub just bumped Alpha into the ceiling. I'm pretty sure that this loss of control with Scrub's doing is he bumped. Yeah, he did indeed bump Alpha up the wall. That's really smart. If you're ever in a position in Rocket League where your opponent is on the wall and above you, if you just tap them, they go so out of control. It's a really good idea. Is this going to be 7-1? Scrub's kickoff is absolutely killing it. What a save, though, Alpha. Not interested in going on holiday just yet. And this is holiday season, but Brazil might be a little bit too far. He's hanging in there. Still, of course, a long time to go in game one. He needs to try to stabilize defensively before he can think about making a comeback. Of course, a stable defense is the most important thing for him going on into the rest of the series. He's done well to pick up a lot of boosts here. Smart pathing, keeping an eye on Scrub the whole way in. Now he's got an open net as a reward as Scrub has wasted his opportunity. Oh, he gets a bit lucky with it, but well played regardless. He gets rewarded for putting himself in a good position. He's looking for the rebound straight off the crossbar. Just tapped it as it came straight down. Bit fortunate, but it's also at the same time a bit unfortunate that the ball went bar down, that it didn't go crossbar straight back. So it's not I wouldn't call it a lucky goal. It's just, you know, he got a little stroke of fortune after getting a little stroke of misfortune. Is this the comeback though? Alpha, he's making it look a bit easy as well. These goals were not hard to create. And this is sometimes what Scrub does to himself. He gets inside his own head. Look at that. He's been very, very careless. He's almost saying to Alpha, go on then, take your best shot. What have you got? And Alpha says, oh, well, actually, I'm just going to score. I'm just going to put it in your net, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. Still, though, Scrub dominating kickoffs. I would love to see some fake kickoffs from Alpha, because right now he's not having much success in the kickoff possession department. Of course, he's not conceding too many direct kickoff goals. Only a couple, I believe. Great ball control. Not having to waste any boost to keep control of it. Late flick, and it's not good, but it's gone in! Disaster in defense for Scrub, because this flick should never have found the back of the net. However, Scrub knows Alpha's flicks are usually really good, so he's expecting a good one. Almost pre-jumped, and then at the last second backflip to try and recover, and he's just let it go straight past him. Still a huge mechanical misplay by Scrub. Regardless of what he's expecting from Alpha, he should not be letting that goal in. And good news for Scrub fans, he's not too tilted. That is a great shot off the kickoff. My goodness. That Scrub hit that ball well. He had two options there. One was leaning up or leaning back and then front flipping to hit it with the nose of the car. The other option, of course, is to get under it and then front flip to hit it with the back of the car. You went for the second one, which is, of course, the harder of the two to execute. Both exceptionally difficult kickoff shots, and he's hit it bar down at 100 kilometers an hour. Impressive stuff. I mean, you can complain about conceding too many kickoff goals, but when the kickoff goal is that good, you just have to, you know, hold your hands up and say, well played. Good hitbox manipulation by Scrub and the downward spiral from that. Yeah, I think failed ceiling shot is what I'll call it. Failed ceiling shot, failed air dribble setup. He didn't panic, just managed to get a good hitbox in the 50-50. Well, look at that for the volley. This is K-Dop-esque. As he comes down off the wall, doesn't wait for the bounce. Just scoops it. And notice what part of the car is hitting the ball there. The impact point is on the front left of the car, but he's side flipping right, which is sort of counterintuitive when you start off Rocket League. You think when you're side flipping a shot with the, or when you're side flipping right to shoot the ball, you have to hit the ball with the right hand side of your car. Not so. If you get under the ball and then you side flip right, you can catch it with the front left part of the car's nose as it comes across the ball. That can get some ridiculous power on your shots. Alpha just going to try and get a ceiling shot of his own. I mean, he's pretty much out of the game at this point unless he scores every single opportunity, so I can understand why he's going for this one. Not the best ceiling shot. You might not want to go and revisit that later on in the series, given how bad that one was. Honestly, not an impressive showing by Alpha for his first game, but this does happen to a lot of good players on stream when they come on stream for the first time. They don't have a good game one and they can maybe improve later on into the series. He just needs to keep it simple. The basics have looked pretty good. If he can change up his kickoff a little bit, start to figure out what on earth Scrub is doing to dominate that facet of the game so well, then I think he'll be just fine. I think he'll be at least in the game with a chance to win it. This game he was sort of out of it all the way through. Never really looked like he had a shot. I do like that he didn't give up from 6-1. He tried to make that crazy save to prevent the 7-1. That was good. Good fight that he put out, because I mean, there's some players who have been on stream recently, and as soon as they start going down by 4 to 5 goals, they just give up. So Alpha not gonna give up just yet. Game one though, absolutely in Scrub's favor. Kickoffs need to change. Oh, sorry, I've just tabbed out with full screen being off. Let me just turn on full screen. There we go. Kickoffs have got to change though for Alpha. That's the #1 thing right now that he's got to do differently going into game two. because these kickoffs have just not worked for him. He needs to fake a bit more. He needs to maybe delay his approach a bit more. He might want to do the Sathu kickoff where you flip really early, hit it with the roof of your car. He just needs to do something different because what he's doing right now is absolutely ineffective. So 1-0 Scrub. He'll be pretty happy with himself. I'm sure he's incredibly fired up for this one. I mean, whenever Scrub comes and asks me if I can set up a show match, I know that he really, really, really wants to win. Of course, he always wants to win, but when it's his idea, he really wants to win. So this will be one of Scrub's one of his games that he's really, really keen to get the W. Sorry if I've misaligned that. I tried my best. Game 2. Did I even put the... No, I didn't even put the score right. I've said 0-0. Whoops. This is a best of 5. I believe the title should be telling you guys that, because my mods are usually on the ball. Scrub at 0-0 gets the flip reset on the ceiling for the ceiling shot. Good save though by Alpha. He's trying to half flip recovery on the wall. He's going for a very aggressive counterplay. Hits the post though, and that's going to set up Scrub for the counter-attack. End-to-end stuff here, but Scrub's going to come out on top because Alpha's save not quite good enough. The Frenchman kind of did this to himself when he went for that really, really tight angle rebound with no boost in Scrub's end of the field. He sort of sentenced himself to that terrible position. I'm not surprised to see Scrub going for a very, very all-in play at 0-0 after such a strong game 1. Good save by Alpha, but is it going to be enough? Scrub with the fake and the clean mind game. He's got an open net, but it's really, really tight. Doesn't get it in time. Alpha with another clutch save. Bit unfortunate there for Scrub that his fake didn't work out because he completely mind gamed Alpha, but he just couldn't get the ball rolling on target in time. That was his problem. Like I was saying, Scrub is absolutely feeling it right now. You can tell he's playing with confidence, which is a dangerous thing for Alpha, but it's also something that he can exploit. If he can keep getting these last second saves and bait Scrub into going for these montage plays one too many times, that is his way back into the game. He just needs to keep it simple. Just play absolutely basic Rocket League. Because right now when he's trying to do anything technical, it's not working very well, and that's not surprising given that he's got the... when Scrub Killa has called you out for a series, you know you're going to be nervous. Number 3 in the world. I think probably his highest rated that he's ever been. Gets the mind game. Can he work it in time? Yes, he can. Well played. Stall to celebrate, and that is going to be one huge goal for disrupting Scrub's momentum, trying to get inside Scrub's head, try and get him to maybe rage a little bit. I'm not sure I think he is still streaming, so I'm sure he'll be pretty angry whenever something embarrassing happens. Of course, Scrub, one of the most tried and tested 1v1 players in the world, if not the most. Even at the young age of 14, he's got so much experience to draw upon. So I'm sure even if he does get faked, he's not going to be too disappointed. He's not going to be too tilted. But the thing that I'm more worried about is not the fake. It's more the fact that he's streaming. When Scrub's streaming, he always gets a little bit... I think, well, it gets way more tilted than when he's off stream. When he's off stream, he's very good at just switching off the tilt and focusing on the task ahead. When he's streaming, he gets inside his own head a little bit. And I mean, it's a perfectly acceptable thing. It's really difficult to play Rocket League on stream because everybody's watching you, everybody's criticizing your every mistake, and it's hard to keep focused. But Alpha should have a lead here, and indeed he will. He has done exactly what I asked of him, and he's kept the game completely simple, relying on his mechanics, relying on his recoveries, relying on his boost management to win the game for him, to get goals for him. He's not trying anything fancy. He's not taking any huge risks. And now it's up to Scrub. What's he gonna do to try and get back into this one? This time half volley. I think a volley would have been better suited, as Alpha was perfectly positioned to intercept the shot on the bounce. This is another thing that Scrub hates people doing to him. He hates when people keep on following him with no boost. So no doubt when that was happening, he's just like, what are you doing? Why are you following me with no boost? And this time he does get the punish, but he would have been super frustrated with himself if he didn't get the punish there for Alpha following him that entire way into the corner with absolutely no boost to his name. Does look like kickoffs are starting to go a little bit better in Alpha's, or for Alpha. Good turn by Scrub though. You know, for someone who complains about no boost pressure as much as he does like to do no boost pressure quite a lot, which is, I think, pretty funny. And Alpha, again, solid challenge. He's not he's not looking too shabby with his contests. And actually Scrub is the one who's looking a bit more dangerous to himself. This is another unforced error. There's no reason for Scrub to take himself out of the game there. I mean, Alpha did put the ball in an awkward location, but it wasn't that awkward, not at least for a player of Scrub's caliber. Good read by Alpha, knowing that he would win the race to that boost if both players speed flipped. However, that's again another unsuccessful flick. I told you this guy's flicks were good, and they are, but not today. Not, or maybe they were good earlier. Maybe they're good in ranked, but they're certainly not working in this series. So he might need to just go for a few more shots, because his shots have been looking pretty good. His 50-50s are looking good. His challenges are looking good. Boost management looking great. Just all the basics. Just keep it simple. I think ground shots are the way that Alpha's going to get this. And another phenomenal challenge. He's got a hard read on Scrub's play. Thinking, Scrub, I think you're going to go for a half volley. And now finally he gets that flick that's evaded him up until now. And that could be huge. He was already winning without having scored a flick. And I mean, now you guys can see why Scrub is not a fan of playing against this guy, because with flicks like that, it's not fun to be defending in goal. Good bump by Alpha. He's put Scrub into the corner, but unfortunately for him, Scrub did get bumped into the boost. Scrub misses the shot. And Alpha again pressuring with low boost. Scrub is going to be absolutely tilted by this. More so than anything else that's happened that game. That one moment there is probably what tilted Scrub more than anything else. The fact that Alpha is pressuring the ball with 13 boost. That is not what Scrub likes to play it against. He likes when players back off, play a bit more shadowy in that position. But now it's actually Alpha who's got the boost advantage. Ball's going to bounce high above the net. You know that's going to favor the man with the boost. And it could just be ball control till the end of game 2. Can he keep this under his control? I know he's going to try to. He loves to waste time, from what I've seen. If he's got the lead, there's no reason to go for any risky plays. But look at that shot by Scrub. Oh my goodness. And Alpha concedes the nice one in chat. That shot could not have been much earlier and much faster and much more accurate than it was. Alpha let his guard down for a split second, and the speed that Scrub was able to generate on that ball as early as he was is what got him that goal. And now Scrub's the one pressuring low boost. He's got to be careful. Alpha does get the demo. Now he's got some free time. Should be able to go up by 2 here with some nice ball control, and he will. And it looks like Scrub's last minute comeback has gone completely out the window before it could get properly started. 7 seconds remaining. He needs a good kickoff, and he's not even moving. Scrub Killa is going to give up on game 2. And we are all tied up here. Very interesting series is ahead now. Very, very interesting series indeed. Gotta remember what happened this game that didn't happen last game. Alpha scored a flick. He scored a mind game. And he didn't lose all the kickoffs. So, although it didn't really look on the surface like Alpha changed too much, really, this game was like night and day compared to the last, and that is really worrying for Scrub, because he could get inside his own head now. Like I said before, he is streaming right now, and he's not had anywhere near as much success playing while he's streaming compared to playing when he's off stream. In fact, like, I wouldn't be too surprised if he loses this game if he just turns off his stream. I wouldn't be too surprised, but we will see. Look like Scrub lagged out. Okay, that's a shame. I really hope he doesn't. I mean, there's difficulties with streaming related to, you know, the mental aspect of the game. And of course, there's difficulties related to internet. And hopefully internet is not going to cause Scrub any problems. That would be a shame. Good volley to start off game 3, though. Alpha really didn't have much of a say in that one. And we're right back into Scrub Killa winning kickoffs. This is dangerous for Alpha, because what happened game 1 when this happened is Scrub just dominated most of the possessions. That's very aggressive play by Alpha. Confident in his speed into the air. 1v1 players very often lacking confidence in the air, but not this man. And that's another great challenge in the midfield. He is doing such a good job at reading Scrub's play, and this is such a Scrub Killa play, to go for that light touch off the wall near the midfield halfway line and then go for the half volley afterwards, or the catch when the ball reaches the ground. But Alpha knows that. He's watched Scrub play enough. He's played against Scrub, and he's stepped in and intercepted the shot right as the net was open. So really well done. But again, Scrub right after the kickoff is going to go straight to the net, not give Alpha any time to get into position. And this time on the volley, That is just clinical by Scrub. He is not from France. Is he from England? I thought he was from France. I'm pretty sure he's from France. His team profile has a French flag in it, so that's what I'm going off. So I gotta commend Scrub, despite the fact that he got red on his second attempt coming down off the wall. He is still going for a good mix-up of plays here, mixing up the half volleys and the volleys as much as possible. It's going to be really difficult for Alpha to keep reading him as well as he is, but that's a good shot by Alpha. My goodness, the placement couldn't have been much better if he tried. Scrub Killa giving him a lot of space though, and definitely pathed over the boost pad that he could have had there. There was one more boost pad that he could have grabbed. He's definitely French. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's French. He's got a French flag on his team profile. Now the kickoff win for Scrub, but Alpha does get back in time for this one. Kind of gives away the ball, and he doesn't pick up what should have been a free demo as well. So that's back-to-back misplays by Alpha, and Scrub is going to punish immediately. This is looking like a much more clinical game from the young Scot. The flicks are on point for Scrub. That's really well played. Again, the second that the net is open, these guys are just exploiting that fact. Oh my goodness, was Scrub going for a... Was he going for a, like, all around, like, the, what am I going to call it? The round the world shot where you flip so early that your car does a full rotation and catches the ball with the second time that the nose goes forward. I don't know, shall we call that the round the world shot? I don't know. It just came to my head because there was that, like, yo-yo trick that used to be called that. I'm pretty sure that's what he was going for. He was trying to read when when the front end of his car was going to make a full rotation and catch the ball as that happened. He was way off, but I've got to think that's what he was trying to do. This is just brutal from Scrub though. Pressure on the kickoff is the name of the game right now. And although he didn't get a great shot, his recovery is just too good. Alpha not able to beat him to the punch. No, he wasn't going for a flick though. I mean, when somebody goes for the flick where you miss the flick and then catch it with the ball or the car as you come back around the second time, that's different than actually going for a shot. Scrub misses an open net, by the way. Alpha not too many times this game has he gone really aggressive, and he's flicking really, really poorly still. He scored one earlier, but this is a very, very fortunate goal for him. Scrub has got to be expecting better flicks than he's facing, and they are just a pretty fortunate bounce up in the air is what gives Alpha the goal after another failed flick. I would love to see some bounce dribbling from this man, because today at least, in this series, his flicks have not been very good. He's scored, I think, 1 out of 6, probably, which is not a good conversion rate for a player who's got flick mechanics as good as Alpha54. Still, though, he's in the lead, and he might be about to double the lead. His shot's not quite good enough, though. Oh, is he getting the boost? Nope, no boost for Alpha this time. Still, though, Scrub continued to struggle despite winning the majority of the kickoffs. Despite that fact, Scrub is down this game, and it is in part due to that one very aggressive shot that he went for. The very, very high skill ceiling play. It doesn't yet have a name, but if you guys like the round the world shot, I wouldn't mind calling it that. It kind of makes sense. I'm trying to remember, was that a yo-yo move, the round the world where you spin it all the way around? Was that a yo-yo move? Why'd that come to my head? It must be something. Oh, that's just chest from Scrub. And again, he's perfectly predicted Alpha's movement. Will he get the bump? Doesn't even need it. 5-all. And Scrub, this entire play, was just one step ahead of his opponent. He didn't get Alpha out of the game with a fake, but he did get him out of the game with a demo, which came afterwards. And Alpha's going to be thinking after the fake didn't work, all right, I'm good. We're in the play. We're in the money. That was not the facts. And I think this has happened twice this game. What is going on with Scrub and his overcommitment to these half kickoff opportunities? I'm not liking what I'm seeing there.
I think I'm going to hurt.
5 Magic, thanks for the 250 bits. Thanks, by the way, to Happy Oso for the Prime sub. I don't think we've missed too many subs, so I'll just very quickly give you guys a couple thank yous. Alpha up by a single goal. Scrub Killa has only got himself to blame. He's overcommitted for 3 shots at least this game, opening up the counter-attack for Alpha, and he's done it again! I have got to wonder what is going through Scrub's head when he goes for these shots, because this is so unlike him in a show match setting. He's looking like Scrub Killa at ranked mode right now, where he's just taking big risks and ending up in a pretty bad position because of it. He's, I think, at least 4 times this game gone for a shot which is, from his perspective, not likely to work, and that is really confusing because he's certainly had most of the pressure, he's had most of the possession off kickoffs. Scrub is super tilted. Yeah, it certainly looks like it because he's making some very questionable decisions. Going for some of the shots that he's going for is certainly questionable. He's going to end the stream. I wouldn't be surprised if he did because, like I've said before, Scrub doesn't play as well when he's on stream. And I mean, it's understandable. It's really, it's difficult to ignore your Twitch chat, which is ripping you to shreds for every misplay that you do. And sometimes, I mean, for me, I get laggy kickoffs when I'm streaming. I don't know if Scrub does because he streams a lower bitrate than me, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Still not over yet, though, in Game 3. And another good volley by Scrub is going to force a decent save out of Alpha. Good recovery this time, though, by Alpha. Is going to make him next in on the play. 8-6. And remember last game, Alpha had a 2-goal lead with about this much time left. He was able to run down the clock. He doesn't even need to this time. He's got an opportunity, takes it. 6-9. And it is Scrub Killa on the losing side. He's the one who asked for this show match. And it is not going to plan. It is absolutely not going to plan. And I've got to say, Scrub has only got himself to blame. This game, he would have been in control. He would have been in the driver's seat, except for that very, like high risk, high reward play that he made. The really early dodge. I'm going to call it the round the world shot that he tried with low boost. When he missed that, Alpha just scored in the counter attack. Scrub Killa had a semi-open net on kick after a kickoff. Goes for the shot. Alpha saves it, gets the boost, counter-attack, scores. That happened 2 times. If you take away all of those situations, we have a tie game. And that's, a tie game with Scrub having 3 more possessions than he did in this universe that we live in. So that's what Scrub needs to change if he wants to win this series. He's got to stop taking risks. He needs to stop playing so dangerous. Alpha right now is playing way more smart than Scrub is. He's playing way smarter. He's playing way more calm. He's waiting for his chances to come to him. He's not trying to force it like Scrub is. 9 saves to Alpha. Certainly the player who's been more solid defensively. He's also been in his net more. When Scrub's shooting, he's been in net to do something about it. A lot of the goals that Scrub's conceding, he's not even in net to try to save it. He's ready to go. The Scrub is right back in this lobby. He is not wasting any time. He's getting fired up. He's getting fired up. Scrub just ended his stream. That's not a surprise. So now, I mean, I said that this might happen. Like I told you guys. I mean, I don't even blame him. I think this is smart. You guys you're laughing at Scrub. You're saying, wow, Scrub ended his stream. Lamau. That is smart. You guys stop being so disrespectful. You got to understand this man. He called out this show match. He wanted this. So if he loses, he's gonna feel pretty stupid. So what does he do? He takes every single measure within his control to get the W. And if that means turning off his stream, he'll do it. And I said that he would likely do that. And now he has. So let's see if it'll make a difference. Are we going to see a more focused Scrub Killa than we did in the last 2 games? Are we going to see a more calculated Scrub? The Scrub Killa with the perfect play style that can dominate anyone on his day? Or is Alpha just going to ride this wave of momentum? Is he going to be able to take it all the way to the final match? Him starting off 1 goal down is certainly not a situation he's going to be a stranger to at this point. He missed the boost in the midfield though, and Scrub knows that. He spotted it. Smartly lets the ball bounce a couple times closer. Pre-jump save though from Alpha, who continues to impress in goal. It's looking very good. And that's a smart 50-50 fadeaway by Alpha. Doesn't get the open net on target though. Just 1 minute into the game. Scrub has had more chances than his opponent. Alpha doing such a good job at mixing up his defense. I've got to give him so much credit for this because he's making it really hard for Scrub to break his defense down. Sometimes you know, faking challenges, backing off to goal, then he'll fake a challenge and then turn around and make a real challenge. Sometimes he's just rushing from the get-go. He is honestly mixing it up so well. And timing his challenges well enough to counter the most dangerous thing that Scrub can do. If he identifies the most dangerous thing is the volley, he moves forward to defend that. Most dangerous thing is a half volley, he moves forward to defend that. The most dangerous thing is a mind game, he just hits the ball. He's pre-jumping when he has to as well, which is a difficult thing to do in 1v1. And although Scrub has the 1-goal lead, I'm sure all the Scrub fans in the chat are pretty worried because he has been making misplays. He just missed the boost in the corner. And although he didn't need it, you got to know that it must have got inside his head a little bit because he has just overcommitted into the goal. And good job by Alpha. He realized Scrub was driving pretty fast there into the middle of the net and he stuck it bottom right corner. We are all tied up. Is Scrub going to be able to rally himself? This is a really, really difficult player that he's up against. Someone who's very, very frustrating to play against. You can see why Scrub got frustrated playing on his stream in ranked against this guy, because this play style is so difficult to break down. He's putting on a defensive masterclass, and even though his flicks have not been there, and you know he's not been perfect with his open nets himself, he's still winning the series. He's done enough to be in the lead. Good save and the half flip as well to take control of the ball. Without that half flip, he would have landed inside his goal and no doubt had to defend another shot, but as is, he's the one putting on the pressure. And as we get closer and closer to the end of the match, I worry for Scrub Killa because all it takes is one misplay. Every single top shelf shot just getting swatted clear like it's nothing. Alpha making it look easy. Again, playing the econ game well. Doesn't need to anymore though, the boost respawns. Perfect timing for him. There, finally though, Scrub gets the breakdown. It's been a long time coming. Scrub has been trying so hard. He's been beating his head against the wall to get the ball past this guy, but the fake volley and then boosting alongside the ball to get the side flip shot. Really, really smart plays by Scrub. I don't think he's tried that shot yet this game, so he's been saving that one. Even the series, I should say. Alpha with the catch though. I don't think the flicks are going to be the solution. They've not been the solution all series long. Oh, he can't get the save on Scrub's aerial. 3-1. And Scrub Killa did well to put this one on target as quick as he did. He used all of his boost just to catch up, but Alpha, I'm positive he could have saved that with a better time dodge. And now he's in a really, really difficult spot. So as we all know, the 2-goal cushion is so much more comfortable than the 1-goal cushion. Make it a 3-goal cushion. Scrub is sitting pretty in game 4. And Alpha has not looked like he, you know, if Scrub does stabilize, Alpha's destiny is not in his own hands going into game 5, because Scrub has looked like the one who's dictating the majority of the play. Even the games that he's losing, Scrub's been dictating the majority of the play, with game 2 maybe being the one exception. I think Alpha that game was pretty even with Scrub in you know, who's making plays and who's reacting. But this game has been entirely Scrub. Well, not entirely, but for the most part, Scrub making plays and Alpha having to play reactively. And again, Scrub is the one who's proactive, challenging early, and he's off to the midfield to grab boost. That is really smart. He realized Alpha's making the boost steal, loops away, gets the midfield boost, turns around, dodges a couple of demos, and now he's the one on the ball. 3-goal lead. Scrub is playing it smart. This is exactly how he needs to play if he wants to close this out. But that's another great challenge by Alpha. Although Scrub's trying to run down the time, Alpha still manages to step in and get a solid challenge. I've got to give this guy so much credit for his challenges. It's been a masterclass this series on how to successfully contest the ball. Anyone who's struggling with challenging against dribblers, just go back and watch this again. But oh, Scrub might have found the weak spot two times in a row, twice in a row. Scrub has scored near post top corner twice in a row. See, instead of just shooting across the goal like he would have in other situations similar to that earlier in the series, he's faked across the ball and then gone backwards into the top corner. Not the same execution as his 4th goal of this game, but or rather his 3rd goal of this game, but the same principle. The principle of, I'm going to put this ball over my opponent's head, because even if he does save it, is it going to be a good save? It's really, really difficult to get a good save in that position. So that might be the solution that Scrub needed If I was him, I wouldn't even attack one more time. I would hide your hand. Just try and frustrate Alpha till the end of the game is out. Because if Scrub has realized that that is a strategy that's working, it's worked 2 times in a row, near post shot, while Alpha is trying to shadow, I wouldn't want to reveal that until the next game. Not going to have to. One more goal is available, but it'll be a kickoff goal if it is. That's an interesting kickoff. that was pretty. I think that has potential. It's like the squishy kickoff, except with how would I describe that to somebody who doesn't play Rocket League? It's like you did the squishy kickoff, but with just a backwards roll into half flip. I want to see if he can do that again. That's an interesting kickoff. That might be viable, funnily enough. It looks ridiculous, but it might be viable. Anyway, we're right into game 5. Again, perfect script. These guys have kept to it so well. Really happy with how this has gone. But it's all up to Scrub Killa. He's the one who asked for this match. And again, he's found that top corner. He has absolutely found the weak spot. Look at how smart this is. Instead of going for the goal shot, cuts in field and puts it over his opponent's head 3 times in a row with different types of shot, but all in the exact same vein. Scrub is on fire right now. This is perfect attack. He missed it, well, apart from missing the boost. Never mind. I was really curious to see if he was going to do it again, but from the other side of the field, because that was the first time he was going to be approaching from that side of the field in quite some time. And I was really curious to see if he would go for the same strategy, but then he missed the boost, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. Scrub really, really struggling here. That was smart by Alpha. He just took Scrub for a walk because he knew he had the boost advantage. That pop was really quite something. Well played. Good catch as well. Nice control with the power slide. And we are all tied up. Again, though, we got to keep an eye out for Scrub Killa when he's making those dribbles and Alpha's shadowing. Is he going to go for more of those near post shots? You're going to have to wait a bit longer to find out, because now Alpha has taken the lead with a tilt-worthy goal. Oh my goodness, Scrub's going to be mad about that one. Alpha just went straight through Scrub as Scrub went flying over the ball. That was a really smart 50-50 by this man. And he's managed to set up another dribble as well. Not enough boost to get the ball back on the roof of his car after dropping it, but he gets the 50-50! Oh my goodness, Scrub Killa has got to be feeling so bad about this one as well. Alpha so slow in the approach, gets multiple touches to dunk it in. That is a nightmare for Scrub. 2 50-50 goals in a row. You know that he'll be tilted after those. And before that, we had a boost steal. Like, all these goals are the most annoying types of goals to concede in 1v1. But Scrub, again, fired in from distance. And this time he does get the shot on target in time. And Alpha, you see the frustration. He knows he can't let his guard down, even for a moment. If you give Scrub a second in his back corner with the ball, he's going to shoot it over your head and into your net before you can recover. So he needs to watch out for that one. Yeah, no, Alpha seems to be winning the boost races when the ball does bounce sideways. Bit careless, though. He might be looking for the fakes and the slow challenges a little bit too much. If Scrub gets a read on that, he's just going to move in and take the ball for free. So that's something Alpha does not want to happen. And it looks like Scrub is just going to YOLO for a few challenges, but it's not going to work. Alpha is immune to Scrub's 50-50s. Scrub's decided, well, if you're going to go for all these mind games and fakes, I'm just going to YOLO in. But it turns out he's bounced off the top of the ball again. He's just not dodging early enough. Scrub dodging way too late. And not getting enough of the roof of his car involved in the hitbox. He's going for the same style shot again. Doesn't set it up well, though. You can see he's trying to slow that ball down, cut it across the box, and then maybe go for the top corner shot above Alpha's head. But that time he just wasn't quite on point. Oh, the flick with ball cam. Out of control and ineffective, but the turnaround shot is super effective. Scrub with a wild flick into the crossbar, but he did well to recover and put this shot on target as quick as he did. It's pretty much the OG Scrub Killa, just recovered in so quick and putting shots on net before people can do anything about it. It's his old bread and butter. Maybe not his bread and butter these days when he's got a much more elaborate offensive repertoire. Again, he's looking for that near post shot. This time, though, lack of height is going to give Alpha a much easier job dealing with the problem. Boost steal, though, by Scrub. He should be able to recover and put some pressure on here. long distance. He's found success with shots from that range earlier in the series, but that is not one of them. Good read. This time Scrub does shut down Alpha's dribble. He was sort of faking a fake, if you know what I mean. He was faking a fake. He's hoping the Scrub Killa would read a fake and not save the shot to the far post to bottom corner. This game feels like it should be much further in, but look at the mechanics of the backflip flick by Alpha. Almost no momentum on the ball, but he's cut into the ball and flipped it over Scrub right before the challenge comes in. Beautifully done. And that was pretty much doing the Scrub Killa to Scrub Killa as far as Game 5 is concerned. Because with the end of Game 4 and the start of Game 5, that is what Scrub's been doing to him, and now Alpha's done it right back. The Scrub's mixing it up. He's trying to go for that far post top corner again. Because he went for so many near post top corners in a row now. I'm not sure if it's going to work though. Alpha's so good at getting those fast saves across the goal. Both of these guys are just incredible shadowers. And Alpha's not going to shadow every time though. He's mixing it up. I don't think I've ever seen as impressive a performance in a series, or in a debut series, defensively as what we're seeing right here from Alpha. This is just almost perfection in the mix-up. And it's worth mentioning that Scrub did go for that same strategy that was working for him earlier, and it did not work. Alpha has adapted. He's not flying across the goal as early as he was, and that boost miss by Scrub is really not what he wants, because now he's going to have to defend another dribble. And with Alpha already in the lead, is it going to be the end for Scrub? That demo is so smart. He knew this is the only way that he's going to score, because Alpha was going to beat him to this ball, but the demo is exactly what he needed. Scrub Killa has not gone for the demo plays too often, but he's had a couple of really, really smart ones mixed in. 1 goal game. And I've got to think at this time is when right about when Scrub Killa puts on the Kendrick Lamar and tries to get hyphy, because he really needs it right now. And just when you think Alpha is going to go safe until the finish line, he goes all in for the bump play and fails. I can't believe that Alpha just tried that. He's been so safe all game. And now, right as the final minute approaches, he goes for a wild bump. That is so uncharacteristic of him, especially when he's already got the lead. Still, though, he's getting a lot of kickoff possessions in the final game. Not using it wisely, though. He's not even forcing Scrub to make a save. And we will get a full clean turnover, but the landing on Scrub is going to slow it down a little bit. Still a dangerous position for Alpha. What is he going to do? Scrub's cutting across, but it doesn't look like he's got the same consistency approaching the goal from that side as he did the other. And we're all still tied up. 30 seconds. Alpha next up on the plate. He's got a great position here. What's he going to go for? Cuts it, but it's so tame. Scrub Killa not just saving it, but controlling the ball. And you just know that Alpha's nervous to take a shot in case he booms the bar and gives Scrub a free counter attack. He's playing this so safe. He wants to win with a counter goal, and he's going to have to start up right now if he's going to win it in regulation time. And it is Scrub who takes the lead. Alpha gets punished. You can see he's so desperate for that counter-attack goal. He's sitting back. He's like, come on, Scrub, shoot at me, shoot at me, shoot at me. And Scrub waits so long. He goes all the way end to end and snipes the bottom corner. 5 seconds remaining. And Scrub Killa does win the ball. Or sorry, 3 seconds. He's going to even keep it up. Scrub Killa with the BM. He's still helping Alpha keep it up, but it ain't going to stay up. Scrub Killa does take it 2 games in a row after rage quitting the stream. And I've got to say, turning off the stream, smartest move that he made that whole series. GG's. What an ending, Scrub Killa. That was so smart to finish off the game like that. He could tell as soon as Alpha played so safely at the end with his final shot, you just knew that Scrub was gonna win. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is GG. When I saw this shot here, is this the shot of someone who's about to beat Scrub Killa on stream? I don't think so. I don't think so. Scrub doesn't think so either. This could have been so much more. Like that right there, that touch is honestly fine, but when that happens, Alpha needs to peel away and absolutely rip a shot top left. That's the play. That is the play. Ground shot. The shots just were never there. They weren't confident enough. You could tell that he was nervous. He's worried about hitting the crossbar, giving Scrub the free kickoff or free counter attack goal. But Scrub Killa not the same problem. Wait, are we gonna be how do I I don't even know how to do this in a replay. Bam, right, yeah. I knew the scrub was going to win when that happened. I just had a feeling. You managed to get the end-to-end dribble, and you're just like, you're thinking, yeah, Alpha wants a counter-attack goal. He's not going to YOLO here. Scrub got inside his head. So smart. I want to see this from Alpha's perspective, though, because we watched it twice from Scrubs. Oh, I'm so bad at... My spectating in replays is terrible. Fake challenge, didn't work. Fake challenge, didn't work. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much GG if you fake challenge twice in the last 10 seconds and neither of them work. Yeah, you needed to challenge on that one. It's easy to say now. You needed to challenge on the second fake challenge needed to be real. Like right there, he needed to fake challenge or at least go a little bit further before turning around. Scrub did such a good job here. Look at that though. Just as Alpha's trying to fake a challenge, Scrub fake pump C, pump fakes a boost. Look at that. He's just like, it almost wasting, you could call it any other time in the game, wasting boost, but he's using all that boost just to get Alpha to back off all the way down the field. I've got to commend Scrub for that. Scrub says, good thing I won 2 50-50s that series. You won more than that, Scrub. You were winning most of the kickoffs, I'd say. Most.